Hi guys, it's Paper Milkshake and I'm really happy to be back with another challenge video, and it's so good to be filming today. The challenge that I did with Alisha this time is our top 10 favorite Cutaparts challenge. So if you saw our previous challenge, it was our top 10 favorite pattern paper. And this time we challenged each other to choose our top 10 favorite Cutaparts. And when we set this challenge up, I said to Alisha that in our favorite pattern paper challenge, we weren't allowed to choose Cutaparts, specifically so that we can choose our favorite Cutaparts for this challenge. Now, I actually found this challenge reasonably easy. I didn't find it too difficult because every collection only ever has 2 or 3 Cutaparts. So in total, it was like a smaller pool to choose from when compared with pattern papers where each collection has like 30 papers. So when I was doing that challenge, I found it really difficult. It took me ages to actually select my favorite pattern papers. So with this challenge, what we said we would do is make some embellishment clusters. So I will firstly show you my top 10 favorite, and they're not in any order. The first paper that I chose in my top 10 Cutaparts is this one called Library, and it's from a very old Maggie Holmes collection, Chasing Dreams. I don't actually have a lot of Chasing Dreams paper left, but I do have a few sheets of this Cutapart, and I really love it because it just has the prettiest colors to craft with, and I like things that are sort of nice and square, and so these geometric shapes are really easy to cut with your paper trimmer. So this is the cluster that I made, and it's so funny because my clusters sort of turned out to be a bit more like tag flips, as you'll see when I take you through this challenge. They kind of look more like tag flips rather than embellishment clusters, but I really love how they turned out. So I forgot to mention that we have a special guest joining us for this challenge. We have Anna, who wanted to participate, and we are so happy to have her, and I will link Anna's video in the description bar below so that you can see what made it to her top 10 favorite Cutaparts. So back to this embellishment cluster. Sorry, I just have allergies again. So I cut out 3 library cards like so, and I added a special trim. Oops, that's just a bit of hot glue. I added like a trim on the spine of the book. That one has a pom-pom, this one has like a glitter trim, and this one has just that beautiful clear vinyl. And then because this one was sort of on top of them, I added a bow and a rainbow. Then I just added a pink bull clip at the top and made some coordinating beads. I also die cut out of vellum some stars and filled them up with sequins just to hang them off, plus tied some fabric on top like a bow. And then in here I have a little glassine bag with a beautiful sequin mix, and that beautiful swan is from Sweet Story. So that's the first cluster, which I made out of Library. Okay, I'll put these aside for now. Okay, then number 2, and again, these are not in any order whatsoever. This ampersand Cutapart from Good Vibes is so beautiful. I love all the colors, all the designs, and I think this may actually be my last sheet, so I'm super sad about that. And the back is so pretty as well. The B-side is really pretty. And this one is called Serious Fun. I love it so much. I knew that I had to include this in my top 10 Cutaparts, this one right here. So what I did was I cut out pretty much like a row, maybe 2 rows of ampersand, and made this beautiful little embellishment cluster here. And this one definitely turned out to look a lot more like a tag flip than anything, but I still really like how it turned out. I've got that banana yellow gingham bow at the top, which I made out of some gingham fabric. Got a little bottle of coordinating sequins hanging up top. Got some beads, got a stripy star. And I'll take you through the ampersands and all the fun things that I added to this embellishment cluster. This one I added one of those beautiful glitter stars too. This is a bit of a cheat. This one's from an old collection called Oh Baby. I just had this little chipboard lying around, but I thought the colors worked really well with this tag flip / embellishment cluster. Very simply decorated, because again, I didn't really intend for these to be proper tag flips. I really wanted them to be little embellishment clusters, so I didn't decorate them too much. So that's the second embellishment cluster made out of Good Vibes Serious Fun. Now, a top 10 favorites of mine. It's not a top 10 unless I had some all heart in here, of course. So this one is another one of all heart, another one of the specialty papers with the all heart collection. The other foiled specialty paper is a white one with the hollow hearts all through it, and that one featured in my top 10 favorite pattern papers. This one is very obviously a cut apart, and I don't even know if this one has a name. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually have a name, but anyway, it's pretty much meant to look a bit like the periodic table, but with really cool words in it, like golden, loved, bright, smart, magic. And I was too lazy to get a whole sheet again to show you guys, so I showed you instead the one that I have started using, not started using, but used for this challenge. So I've used like the navy one below, and then a few from this top column of pinks. And that turned out like this. I've definitely got some embellishments on this one. I've got some beads hanging off it. I've got that chipboard, and then all I did with this one was I grabbed one little pink square and a beautiful little sequins mix to go with it. And then all I did was then staple on that little embellishment or cut apart. A few more chipboards. I have this like unicorn in my collection, so I added that on. And then I kind of did like an accordion fold on the navy, and that's it. That's this little cluster. So that was number 3. Number 4, and I could possibly say this one is potentially my number 1. I love this cut apart so much. It's from Carousel, and again, it doesn't have a name, and this is some kind of US pricing on it, but look how beautiful it is. Like, I love how many tickets you get. I love the colors, I love the foiling, I love the pinks. And the best thing about it is it's already perforated, so you don't even need a paper trimmer or scissors for this. You can just simply break off the pieces you want to play with and off you go. So really, really great cut apart. I genuinely wish that Maggie Holmes or Crepe Paper would make more cut aparts like this. It's kind of like a crafter's dream, and all the beautiful bubblegum colors are just right up my alley. Definitely my cup of tea. So for this one, I have that little cluster right here, And I used a beautiful like velvet bow at the top, or ribbon that I turned into a bow at the top. There's my little vellum star. I have one of these Paper Studio llamas hanging off it, a little lollipop, and with the tickets all I did was like a little zigzag stitch down the middle, down the guts of it. Here are some of the ephemera that you get in the Carousel ephemera pack, including this tag. This is not a Cutaparts, this comes from the ephemera pack. And another row of those beautiful tickets with the zigzag stitch down the middle. And a few more just for fun. You don't have to do the stitching if you don't want. I just wanted to add a little bit more detail to that. So that's this one here, super pretty. That was number 4. And no surprises here, another all heart Cutapart. This one is called Collage, and I don't think this one is everyone's cup of tea, but I really like it. I love that it's got elements of like photographs and some like sketch flowers and some cartoons and beautiful rainbows and pinks and phones, all the icons that I love. And I'm just obsessed with this collection. And I thought crepe paper was quite bold when they came out with All Heart, and you guys know that it's my #1 favorite collection of all time. But I think they were really bold in that, yes, they used a lot of pinks and black and whites, but they also mixed it with colors that you sort of wouldn't normally go with a pink palette. Like this sort of mustard yellow doesn't really fit in, and yet it's so cool and so pretty. So I thought they were really bold with this collection, and we've never really seen anything like it since. So very disappointing. The back is just as pretty. So that's the Cutapart called Collage. And this is a very girly, 90s girly fun embellishment cluster that I made. Right there. Got the pink fabric bow, got a little pink bell that Alisha gave me. Got a vellum star. Got our little sneaker. Lots of just fun things hanging off it. That's from All Heart, that hollow tassel. Another little charm that Alisha gave me. She gave this to me in a beautiful 90s themed like embellishment box that I love so dearly. Yay for today. And now finally onto the Cutapart. So there's that beautiful rainbow. I love that rainbow. Love it so much. Got a little chipboard hanging off it. Yay for today. With you and me, it's always been true love. I punched a little heart eyelet there, and this one says mood, and I added 2 little like black foam hearts on it. Super cute, right? That's this little embellishment cluster. Okay, how many have I done? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're up to number 6. Number 6, I am down to again my last sheet, so I can only show you the partially cut one, but I'm pretty sure this one is from Gather. Look, it's going to be either Gather or Shine. I actually think this is Shine. Yeah, I believe this is Shine, but it's basically a 12 by 12 sheet of black and white picture frames. And these are really cool because you can either, and I'll show you what I made. That's it there. What's really cool about it is you can cut it out as it is, just what I've done here. All I did was added a little vinyl down the middle, or you can turn it into a little sequin shaker. But you'll need a Stanley knife or a pen knife to do this, because you'll need the Stanley knife to cut the sort of inside negative out of this. But yeah, really pretty. Okay, so this cluster, has a black swan on the front from All Heart. No, not from All Heart, Sweet Story. We've got another little vellum star there. Got a yellow lollipop, little pink bow. That one is from Sweet Story as well. Obviously I mixed this with Sweet Story because I don't have any shine chipboards or ephemera. Got a big little key there, really cute key. And the two clusters. Oh, sorry. There's a little peach from Sweet Story, the little moments, and the word sweet on the back. Really cute. So this is number 7, and this is a beautiful specialty paper from Sunny Days. And oh my god, look how pretty it is. You've got gold foiling, got some beautiful pinks, like cool pinks, warm pinks, greens. I love greens. I love the greens that Maggie Holmes and Cray Paper uses, and just a whole bunch of numbers. And the back of it's really pretty. It's just this like dark blue polka dot paper, and I really like this. One of my favorite, definitely one of my favorite Cutaparts sheets, and you can do so many things with it. I don't play with it enough, I should. And here is my embellishment cluster right there. So cute, right? And on this I have another vellum star. I've got a glitter lollipop, which I hung a little daisy charm off it. So cute, very summery. I added the little chipboard that says sun. Sunny Days bow. Just added a little strip of acrylic there, not acrylic. Yeah, I don't know what you call it, vinyl. Another little chipboard. And then with the Cutapart itself, I just sewed a gold piece, I think that's from here, onto the green one, and then added a little flower at the top, flower eyelet, and that beautiful one there. And with this bigger number 8, I just stuck it on a bit of cardstock to make it nice and sturdy, as I like to do with my Cutaparts. And yeah, just really a really summery, fun, girly little embellishment cluster. Okay. Three more to go. This beautiful one here is from Sweet Story. Absolutely love this one. It's called Kindness, and we saw something really similar come out before Sweet Story was released. In Sunny Days there is like a black and white version, and the words were a lot bigger. I like that, but I really love this for no other reason other than it's pink. And it's got some really beautiful sentiments. Made of magic, be kind, kindness, sunshine and smiles. I use this Cutapart a lot, and I don't only use it for Sweet Story, I use it for all my different collections. It doesn't really matter what collection you use, this one will probably go with it. So I really like the versatility of this Cutapart, and this paper is called Kindness. And the back side of that has like blueberry clusters. So with this one, as I like to do with this Cutapart, is I cut strips of vinyl. I love doing this. I thought of doing this one day, and I started doing it, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and I've been making it since. I cut a strip of vinyl and I put it through the word, and I stitch it on, and it kind of looks like you've gone over it with a highlighter pen. So something I just made up one day, and I just like how it turned out. This one says made of magic, and it's just pretty. It's got flowers, it's got fabric bows. I have this Laura by Laura like tassel. Got a really fun little Daiso lollipop, not a real one of course. watermelon from Sweet Story. I've got that beautiful plastic acetate piece from Sweet Story. Very, very divisive collection, Sweet Story. It's definitely not everyone's favorite. I know it's definitely not Alicia's favorite, but I quite like it. There are things within the Sweet Story that I don't like. Like, I don't love the blues in it, but and the greens. Not a green that appeals to me, but I do like the bubble gum, like the gumball machines, and this Cutapart definitely. So yeah, I quite like Sweet Story as a collection, and I'm looking forward to playing with it more. We've almost reached the end, and this is probably the last all heart Cutaparts. So that's, what's it, like 3 all heart Cutaparts now? Perhaps just 2. Yeah, 3. There was this one, there was the Collage, and also the specialty paper. So yeah, there is a reason why all heart is my favorite, because I like a lot of things from it. A whole bunch of Polaroids, and if you've followed my channel for a while, you'll know that I play with this a lot. I really, really like this Cutapart, and it's called Selfie. And gosh guys, you can do so many things with it. You can just chop them all up into Polaroids and boom, make yourself a tag flip. You can make like an accordion embellishment. You can add just like 2 pictures to your memory dex cards. Like, just a superb little Cutapart. And that's the other side. And of course, it turns out very 90s and girly. Another fabric ribbon at the top. Used that gorgeous bell from Alisha again. Little pink vinyl strip there. Another vellum star. These probably took me ages, the longest to make out of this project. A little star glitter lollipop there. Got another shoe, so 90s. Then I added a couple of chipboards, and with these Cutaparts, I backed them onto some thick cardstock. I cut 2 out. I sewed them down the middle there to stick them together. Chose 1 ephemera each and stitched on that beautiful pink vinyl, and gosh, how cute did that turn out. I love it so much. Then I've done the same here. Oh, so cute. I probably could have added a few sequins just to make that pop a little bit more, but really, really cute how it is anyway. So that's really lovely. I'll probably end up giving this one to Alisha. I like it, I like it. All heart, bringing the goods. And lastly, and I have a sneaking suspicion that Alisha would have also chosen this, because in the past her and I have talked about this Cutapart very specifically before and how much we love it. And I wouldn't be surprised if this made it to her top 10. This is from an old collection called Oasis. It's a crate paper collection. And the paper is called Sunday, and it's just a Cutapart with like the cutest swimmers on them. Like, oh my god, I love this one so much. I wish they made this in like real adult size. I'd totally buy it. And this as well, just really cute, sweet little swimmers. And I also think this might be my last sheet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my last sheet. And so for this one, I made this larger, I guess, embellishment cluster. And I added the black and white ribbon at the top. I've got a vellum star, got another little tassel. Here is the other llama. I added this beautiful like glitter heart keyring. And here are our swimmers. I had this camera lying around, so I just punched a hole in it. There's my favorite swimmers. Oh, hello, All Heart making an appearance. Hey girl. Swimmers, and not sure what I'm going to fill this bag with yet. Don't worry, be happy, but the colors went really well together. And then I've got this little treat bag with some Cutaparts in there. So I'm going to lay out all my projects on the table for you guys. And while I'm doing that, I will say that there were a few other Cutaparts that came a very close second, but because we could only choose 10, I've shown you the 10 that made it to my list. But that's one of the things I really like about Crate Paper and Maggie Holmes collections. They're always, with every single collection, nearly every single collection, you will find that they come out with a really fun, versatile Cutapart in their paper pads or in their 12 by 12s. So that's all of them, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed this challenge with Alisha, and I'm really looking forward to our next challenge. A huge thank you to Anna for joining us this time. I hope she had fun, and make sure you go and check out Anna's video and also Alisha's as well. Thank you all for watching. Bye guys.